This week we'll be learning about blog construction in your XpanZion enterprise platform. Blogs can help you establish yourself as an authority by writing pertinent articles or keeping visitors up to date about your business news and announcements. Plus, blogs can help drive traffic to your website. This week I'll show you how to create a blog, how to create a blog post, how to construct your post, and how to add share buttons to your post, and also how to assign keywords, adjust the title, and meta or SEO-friendly description for your blog post. So to get started today, I'll get my share screen ready here. So we're going to go to the back panel. So if you're on the front of your website, it's going to be in the black bar if you're in the back panel. On the front, if you click the website button, first thing I want you to do is go to website admin, which will be near the bottom. If you're in the back panel, it may be under more. And if you click more, you'll find website admin. So when this page loads, we're going to start with configuration. So configuration is going to be at the bottom. So we'll cover this real quick while we're here in website admin. So click on the configuration. I just want to show you that this is where you name your website. So if the name is not right on your site, if you change it in the white box and then click apply, it will change it in the blue box. And also I want to show here under social media, this is where you put all your social media pages. So these will show up in the footer of your website and be clickable links for people to go to your social media pages. The next thing is back over here on the left menu, go to blogs, and click blogs. And this is going to be a list of the blogs. If your website is fresh, you likely only have one category. You can change the name of that one or let it be what it is. If you want to create a new one, the create button is in the upper left, the blue button, so click create. And this is a blog is a category for posts. So you want to be able to categorize your blog posts and make them easier to search and find out what you're writing about. So I'll just make a sample one here. So we're just going to maybe say blog construction. And then these other features, we'll cover that a little bit more in depth in future trainings. This is making the blog stealth, so if people that aren't logged in wouldn't be able to see a stealth blog. So when you have the website, the blog named what you want, click save, which is in the upper left. I click save, so now we have a new blog called blog construction. We click back out on blog. We'll see it here, blog construction on top. So while we're here in website admin, let's click on blog posts while we're here. And this is the list of all of your blog posts. If you're fresh, you're not going to have any, but you can create a post straight from here. I'll show you another way in a minute on how to do that. But what I want to demonstrate here is if I click on one of these blog posts and we click edit, here's where we can enter our tag. So like a tag for this could be, we could say week 5 is a tag on that one. So when you type in week 5, it's got the pull down here, create week 5 or create an edit. I suggest to just create week 5. So there's your tag, and then you click save. And now you'll have a tag on your blog that will be a clickable link that your visitor can click and see just the blogs that contain that tag. Next, we're going to learn how to create a blog post. So back up in the black bar, and again, likely under more, if you click more, the pull down, let's click on website. And so here's the front of the idsb.net website. And our blog, we've renamed it to News. So the news in the menu is our blog. If you click on News, this is going to be our monthly newsletters. So we have the blog coming into the main category, the main blog, which we have named to be IDSB News. And so here is the list of all of the other blogs that we have on the IDSB website. And we see that the blog construction one I just created is there at the bottom. So while we're here, I wanted to show a couple other ways that blogs can be presented. So ours is just the blog renamed to News, and it comes to the main blog role. Another way is a pull down. So if we go over here to JanPro of New Mexico's website, their blog menu item, if you click it, it's a pull down. So you can pick which blog you want to go to that way. And another example is Kim Locke Design's website. On Kim's website, she's got blog in her upper menu. And when you click on blog, you come to this landing page for her blog. So you can choose if you want to go to her stories, her Beyond the Brush blog, Reflections in Paint, or her Behind the Canvas blog, which is stories about Kim's story, my story, or the event blog. This is the Keep Up with Kim blog. So those are 3 different ways that we have come up with on how you can set up the navigation for your blog. So let's create a new blog post. So let's go to this blog construction that I just created, or go to your new blog. And actually what I want to show is, if you go back in the upper black bar and you have content, and we're going to pick new blog post. And then pick the category you want. If you have one, pick the one that you're using or the new one that you just created. I see mine came up with blog construction, so I'll continue with that. And so when you click that, it opens up a new blog, and the blog is open and in edit mode. So it says here, start writing here, so you can put your cursor in where it says start writing here and cover the text. And type whatever you want here. So I'll put my cursor there and type anything you want. Up here is where the blog post title goes. So when you're creating a blog, it's best to consider the keywords. So if people are looking for information about what you're writing, that they'll be more likely to find your blog post. So come up with a title that's got some of the keywords in it. So like if we were going to write one, we'd maybe put business development or something like that in Albuquerque. There's also a spot for a subtitle. So you can put a subtitle if you'd like. I can demonstrate. We're going to hold off a little bit on the website building, but I do want to point out the share button. So if you drag the share block in, it's going to bring share buttons. So this is if when visitors visit your blog, they'll be able to click these buttons and share to their Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or Google accounts. We also mentioned make a call to action. So let's drag in this button block. So there's a block that's got a button. And this button, I'll show you how the link works. So if you click on the button and the paperclip or the chain link up here is the link button. If you click that, we're going to see that this link is set up to go to the Contact Us page. So to make it link to another page on your website, you can use this white box on top and pull down and start typing in a name of a page that's on your website. So let's see what we have. Let's put in blog. And we could link to this Momentum Mondays blog for our blog class if we want to. And then you have this option here that if you would like this link to open up in a new window, you can click that box. And you have color styles here. You can change the color of the button. So if we wanted it red instead, we could click that. And you also have size here. So if you want your button to be a large button, you can click that. You can also use this blue box to enter a URL or a link to anywhere else on the internet. So you just go into the upper menu, or the upper where you put in the domain name, get the URL. So copy and paste that into the blue box. And if you're going to send somebody off of your website, I suggest using this box that we mentioned earlier, the open in a new window. So if you click that, and when you have it all set up the way that you want it, click Save. So there's the button. Another feature with this button and this block that I've learned is if you click on the arrow part of it, and in your edit menu on top, this is also the worksheet says to take a look at this edit menu. So it's going to be different if you're in text editing the text, or if you clicked on a picture, or here in the button, a little different features up here in the menu. So the 1 times, 2 times, 3 times is going to change the size of that icon if you wanted the arrow to be bigger. This circle here will cause the arrow to start spinning. And again, if you want to change this text, go ahead, change it to what's going to work best for your blog. You can also change the color right here if you wanted a different color. Blue would show up really good on that gray. And I'm going to click Save. So this is going to save the work that we've done on the blog so far. The blog still won't be published, so anybody who's not logged in won't be able to see the blog. And I'm going to do a shift click. Shift click on the button will open that in a new tab. And I'll come back to that. So there, we see that that opened up our blog for the blog class that we just had. The next thing I want to share is adding keywords to your blog. So we had a purpose for writing this blog. So I want to point out back up in the black menu on the right side is Promote. So click Promote and select Optimize SEO. It's the top one. So click Optimize SEO. This is where you enter your keywords and adjust the title for your blog and enter, they call this meta description. So this is SEO friendly words. The words that will show up, it shows you the preview down here on how it would look in a search when people are looking for information. So to enter a keyword, you just put your cursor in that keyword block and we can put in the word business and then click enter. And it shows up blue, dark blue like that, because business is in the title of the blog. We could try putting in something like Leap, and that one shows up light blue because Leap is used a lot in the website and maybe in other blogs, but it's not in the title. So you could improve on that if you wanted to. Something completely different. Somebody would be searching for dogs. Dogs would show up gray because dogs has got nothing to do with my blog. And then also it's showing suggestions. So with business, people are also searching for cards, casual, insider, letter format, casual women, plain text. So this is where you can look to see if any of these relate to what you're writing about and give you other ideas for some more keywords that you could include. So when you have your keywords and your title adjusted the way that you want it, consider that the title is the first thing they're going to see, so making it seem like something somebody wants to click on. make it sound interesting is the best way to go. But when you have everything ready and you like it, just click Save, which is in the bottom right. And then now the last thing we're going to do is publish this blog. So we have the red Not Published button on top. And even before I do that, one more thing I want to mention. The nice thing about a blog is they're easily duplicatable. So if you've got a format for your blog that you really like and you just want to modify it a little bit, you can click the arrow next to Not Published and you have a duplicate button. So that'll make a brand new blog just like what you have. When you do that, it's going to also copy the number of views. So if you go back to Website Admin and the top menu on the left was Posts, if you go to that and find your post and click on it and click Edit, you'll be able to adjust the number of views back down to 1 or 0. But then to publish, all we do is click Publish. And I suggest click it just once. There might be a slight delay, but if people are subscribed to your blog, they're going to get an email notification when you publish a blog in this, publish a post in this blog category. So one more thing I want to point out while we're talking about blog this week is if you go up in the black bar again and go almost all the way to the right, the second to last one is Customize. If you click Customize and let this menu pull down, I want to focus on the blog post area at the bottom. So the first one is Breadcrumb. So that one, when you first have your database, the default is that won't be clicked. But what that is over here on the left side of your screen on the top up by the logo. On mine, you notice I have these breadcrumbs. So it says Bob the Builder blog /ABQ Leap. So this is breadcrumbs, and it allows you to click back to the previous page that you came from. So it's easier navigation. Also, underneath this menu, we have Allow Blog Post Comment. So at the bottom of this blog, you see that there's an area to write a message. So this box shows up because I'm logged into the website. If you weren't logged in, there would be a link here to click and be able to sign up and be able to leave comments on the blog. So that's another way to collect contact information for visitors from your website. The other thing I want to focus on is tags. So tags, if we would have had a tag on the blog, the tags would show up in the upper portion up here by the title. And these would also be clickable links that you could click on and see just the blogs that contain that tag. And I also want to mention that this Customize menu is unique to different areas of the website. So it's going to be different if you're looking at a blog or an event or in the shopping cart. So based on what you're working on the website, you can always check out this Customize menu and see what other features might be available.